I really didn't want to have to make this video because first of all, I know a lot of people will say that the people who are talking about the aliens, the alleged witnesses to the aliens at the Miami Mall, allegedly, there are those who would say that they're doing it for clout, they're doing it for attention. I don't know. I don't know these people. I've never been to Miami a day in my life. But the whole situation did spark my interest for one reason. Now, I don't know what happened down there. I was not there. All I have is hearsay. All I can do is speculate. I don't have any real information on that situation. It looks weird as fuck. Something definitely strange about it. But I can tell you, whether these people are telling the truth, I don't know. But I saw the same thing that they were describing, or at least something very similar. Something very similar, and I'm going to get into that in a second. But before I actually tell my story, I just want to let y'all know that I am not doing this for clout. I was a YouTuber at one point, and I did have a bit of a following, but I put that life behind me. My channel was deleted anyway, but I had, even before my channel had been deleted, I had stopped making videos for 3 years and had basically left YouTube behind. So I don't even want to be here. I don't even want to be making this video. I don't even want attention. I am trying. YouTube ruined my fucking life, and I would love nothing more than to never go back, never come back. But for some reason, I just feel compelled to tell this story because some strange stuff is going on, and what I saw years ago, I didn't have a fucking clue what it was. I didn't say it was aliens. I was calling them the shadow people. And I just assumed it was one of them. I didn't know what it was. I still don't know what it was I saw, but now people are saying they saw similar things, and hey, it may be aliens, maybe. I don't know, maybe. I'm not going to pretend I know what it is, but look, this is what I saw. Alright, so I'm walking to my friend's house one night. And I did make a video on my other channel about this, but years ago, too. Years ago, that's the funny part. And this is about, I'd say 2016. So I'm walking to my friend's place. It had to be like 9 p.m., 10 maybe, because it was summer night and it was dark. Anyways, walking down a dark street, kind of a dark, secluded, sort of wooded area, basically. I see in front of me, walking, a very, very tall figure. And I'm talking about at least 7 feet, probably taller, maybe 8 feet tall. Maybe 8 feet tall, because I remember thinking to myself, this guy's taller than my fucking brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is literally 7 feet tall. This guy has to duck to walk through doors. I shit you not. I think he's the tallest person I've ever seen. He's 7 feet tall. No, I shit you not. So I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck am I looking at? And I was nervous because, well, if I'm looking at a 7-foot-tall man in a place like that, in a situation like that, that's, that on its own is enough to make me nervous. But something was off. something was off about this thing. Like, it did not look human. The proportions, it was skinny. It was really skinny, really tall and skinny. And the legs were way too long and lanky. They just did not look like human legs. And it was just a black shadow, like pure black, like a solid black figure, like a solid black figure. And it was just walking ahead of me, just walking like I'm walking on one side of the street, and this thing is walking on the other side of the street, like, I don't know, maybe 10 feet further from me, right? Just so it's walking a little bit, like a little bit ahead of me, and I'm behind it, watching it walking. So I'm freaking out. I felt the feeling as I looked at this thing. First of all, the feeling was terrifying. Like, I can't even describe it. It was just like the most dreadful, like, fill you up with ice type of feeling. Like, ugh. And it noticed me, and it seemed like it had it's like a hood or something, you know. And it's kind of like walking, right, and turns to look back at me, like I can see his head turn, like look back at me and change direction, start walk like it was turning around to walk towards me, and that's when like oh my God, the fear I was feeling, like, and as it's walking towards me, it just disappears. It just disappears into it like kind of dissolves, fades away, you know, like turns translucent. It goes from a solid black figure into, you know, nothingness, just like that. And at that point, when it walked, kind of changed direction and started walking in my direction, it was kind of walking into the street light and giving me a clear look at it. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that freaked me the fuck out. I didn't know what it was, and it was kind of different from the other shadow figures the other shadow people that I saw. They'd be like kind of out the corner of your vision. You'd barely catch them, but you'd be like, you see that? But this thing was just straight up just walking right in front of me. Like I was right behind it. I got a good look at it, you know. There was a solid black figure. It wasn't phasing in and out at that time like people at the mall were describing, though. It started off as a solid black figure that was just straight up walking at the side of the street. Yeah, so I don't know. I just had to. I had to tell the story again since I've been hearing people. I heard about the whole situation with the family in Vegas, and I was like, well, that's interesting. That sounds very similar too. But I didn't say anything. I was like, okay. And then the whole Miami Mall situation happened, and I'm like, okay, that's 3 times now. That's 2 other times besides, obviously, other people have described something pretty similar to what I saw, and described like a similar feeling. Like I I I was I remember, like, I froze up. I wanted to run away, actually. I really did. But I fucking froze up, and that thing, it just, that's when it was, man, it turned in my fucking direction, and, man, when it turned in my direction, I thought, man, I just, that thing, I've never felt anything like that. It wasn't just what it looked like. It's the feeling of its presence was, yeah. So, I saw some clips of, from inside the mall, and I saw genuine fear. And I heard one person just say, "What the fuck is going on?" It could have been anything, but I don't know, man. The reactions I saw for kids with fireworks, and let me just add this, right? And I don't mean any disrespect to anybody, right? But a lot of those people at the mall look like maybe they might have witnessed a real shootout or two in their lives. I grew up around people like that, and yeah, I'm sure everybody runs when they think there's gunshots and stuff, but the fear seemed a lot more. It looked like they seen something they weren't used to seeing. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. Like some kids fighting and shooting. Yeah, that would be panicky and shit, but I don't know, man. I just saw. It looked like it was a whole nother level there. I don't know, man. I'm just speculating. This shit's crazy, man. Maybe I don't know what to think, man. I don't even know. I don't even know what the fuck I saw, to be honest. I don't even know how to explain any of this shit. Aliens, maybe. I hope we find answers. I really do. Alright, everybody. Be safe. I don't know if I'm going to be uploading. This might just be the one video I upload. Yeah. Alright, guys. Apart from my gaming stuff, which, to be honest, I don't even give a shit if anybody watches. I'm just doing that for my own amusement, you know? But, alright. Fuck, man. Yo, everybody be safe. Later.